I've got 3 tips for you today about building a relationship with your stepchild. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and I'll let you know every time I post. You can find yourself in a step family, but that you don't really have a relationship with your stepchild, and you're in a relationship with your partner. And so sometimes a relationship with your stepchild can get overlooked. And it is worth building a relationship with your stepchild apart from their role as your stepchild and your role as their step-parent. It's good to add another dimension to this family relationships, something apart from the family setup. And I've got 3 tips for you today on how to do this. The first is carve out a bit of time to talk to them about them. Questions like, who are their friends? And remember them. And why are they friends? Where are they friends from? What do they do with these friends? They'll do some things with particular friends and other things with other friends. Knows one person from school, but another one from a sports club, whatever. And ask them not only who their friend is, but what do they like about them. And this tells you a lot about your stepchild. Ask them who their favourite teachers are, who their favourite, if they're at work, who their favourite colleagues are, what their favourite subject is, and why. Then when you've had a little bit of an exploratory conversation like this, go to a notebook. It's really hard to remember your stepchildren's friends' names, for example, and it's well worth writing down notes for yourself after a session. Just what you remember from the conversation, what they liked and didn't like, and the names of the people and the teachers and whoever else they talk about with a reference so you can remember next time. And make it a conversation you return to every now and again. And go to the notebook before you return to the conversation and remind yourself of the names of their friends, etc. And that way, you can key straight in to their lives again, and they will really appreciate you remembering their friend's name. They'll grow in confidence and give you more information and tell you more. The key to tip 1 is the notebook. And then have a continuing conversation. Tip 2, instead of doing things in a step-parenting capacity, for which the child you think may be grateful, or they'll be impressed, or they'll be happy. You've made them a beautiful birthday cake. You've held a birthday party for them. You've suggested they go somewhere. You do something special for them. Be careful of that kind of activity as a step-parent, because it can be seen that you are basking in reflected glory. Actually, they've done nothing to warrant the birthday cake, but you are the one who've made this beautiful birthday cake. So although it's a birthday cake for them, it's your beautiful creation. Just be careful that you aren't seeking, admiration, appreciation for the wonderful person you are. Instead of, what you can be doing is concentrating. You can do the birthday cakes and all of that kind of stuff as well. But tip 2 is about supporting them. So Look for opportunities to help them out. Go back to the sports club where they think they've left their socks and try and help them look for them, and ask at the reception if any have been handed in. Or if they have a problem or a difficulty with something, give your time to help them sort it out. Sit with them. If they're going to have problems with their homework, ask them about it. You don't even have to know about the homework or what the answers are. Often, all you need to do is sit with them and say, well, can you remember what the teacher said? Or where do you think you should be going with this? Or what are you trying to achieve here? And even getting them to sort of talk it out can help them. And you've given your time and concentration and your effort, and they will appreciate that. Notice them and help them. So make the relationship based on help, not giving and adoration. Really get to where they are and where they need the help. Maybe they're not feeling well and you can help them to feel a bit better. Or sit with them for a bit while they're not feeling well. Just generally help them. And tip 3, see if you can't work out a way you can be the good guy. So in a parenting situation, there's often a good cop and a bad cop. How can you be the good cop? So look for opportunities to give a treat, talk to your partner, and maybe it can be agreed that you're the one that suggests the good time or the time out, or that you're going somewhere there where they all want to go. Be the person who delivers the good news, and let your partner, the parent, deliver the bad news, the bad cop stuff. See if you can get the balance like this. Now, there's one other thing which is important, and that is to look after yourself in this. It's really draining to have children around all the time, and you can become preoccupied with how difficult it is. But what I'm suggesting with these 3 tips is you don't do them more than you feel able. How about you try and do one helping kind of thing every week or every 2 weeks? And in the back of your notebook, make a little diary, and then if you've decided to do something like that once a week, have your weeks listed and just give it a tick. And if you've had a helpful kind of intersection with them, give yourself a tick. And that way, you don't have to do it all the time, and you're not berating yourself for not doing enough of it. We run workshops, sessions, an email response service, and we write booklets. Look in the description box below for links to our social media and website.